Canada, I'd love to.
I can't. I
I'd
don't
love to go to Canada.
I don't
want to get some
felons
poutine.
Can go to Canada.
We'll figure it out. We'll sneak you in or something.
Oh my God! Scratch that. We are not doing none of that. He was kidding.
I'm joking. Live restricted for someone. What did I do?
Probably said you were gonna.
I'm joking.
Okay.
Hey everyone, a lot of you that watch me, you already know that I really don't like Miss Gypsy Rose Blanchard. I didn't make a video for a long time about her because I felt like I had so much disgust and anger towards her. Bubba, be quiet, I'm doing a video over here. So disrespectful, I'm telling you. Anyways, I refrained from making a video just because it would get me so upset and angry when I would start talking about it that I'm like, I'm just going to get ignorant and I don't want to do that online. You know, I have more class than she does. But right now, I've absolutely had enough. Like, this is it. This is too much. Gypsy Rose, Baba. So I've been watching many videos about Gypsy Rose lately and her chaotic fucking life. Like Nina, the beauty influencer. Love you, Nina. I really do. I'm your biggest advocate over here. And Sir Morbid, Conspiracy. Like, there's many that I watch. Like, I kind of already know who to really listen to and who kind of like to take with a grain of salt. Like, Flawless Nina, I totally 100% believe everything that she says, because she's not stupid. She's not going to put something out there on her platform that isn't true. She's not going to do this petty speculation. When she comes with something, it's going to be facts, okay? Because we ain't got no time for that fake shit over here. And I know she knows what I'm talking about. A lot of them would speculate on stupid things.
Football and love are in the air. Gypsy Rose Blanchard, the soon-to-be...
Excuse me, I'm going to interrupt over here. Nobody cares. She went to a fucking football game. It's like, okay, well, why are we talking about this? This is dumb. You know what I mean? We got to talk about the important stuff, the stuff that matters, and the stuff that's really causing an issue over here. Because you know what? Now that it's coming down to this, what I'm going to talk about, that's enough. That's enough.
I'm done.
It's such a sick game that her and her stupid stepmother and everything play over there. Something's wrong in the water. One thing I learned over and over when I was in school to be a police officer was that usually it's a statistic that when people get out of prison, if they don't show much accountability or remorse or still anything like that, that they'll usually reoffend and end up back in prison. Now, I'm not saying that she's going to murder anyone like she did her mom, but what I'm saying is it could be like fraud or some kind of misconduct in that way. Or whatever it might be, even with stalking or, you know, whatever the case may be, harassment even. But I do believe that she will reoffend on something at some level. Her manipulative tactics are so strategically and psychotically planned that this little bitch catches people off guard, plants things out there that aren't true so that she can watch the channels talk about something that isn't true, because I guess it's funny to them.
This is not funny! It's not funny!
What? She's already accused of being a grifter online on top of that. People say that her bestie, Bree, even pointed that out. Bree claims that she was being sarcastic, and I truly believe that she was. I just believe that her ability to convey sarcasm is a little bit botched, okay? She needs to work on that a little bit.
She could have used the next few months to grift from y'all. She could have used the next few months to grift from y'all.
But if you're trying to be sarcastic and people don't understand, then you might need to work on it a little. But trust me, it's probably the only thing that I will agree with Bree and Gypsy on, is that she's sarcastic. That's it. That's about the only fucking thing that I can agree on, and I had to really, really think about it. So I do not like Gypsy, and I do not like Bree. I think Bree is just an enabler. She wants clout. She wants attention. I don't believe she really got it. Besties with Gypsy Rose because she wanted to. It's because she wanted to be quirky, and I hang out with this murderer. I don't know, just rubs me the wrong way. Anyway, there's a creator named Ivory Rose Grows, and she claims that she lives very close to Cutoff and kind of knows the tea on everything that's going on. But Ivory Rose Grows started covering Gypsy's situation. She was on TikTok and things like that, kind of covering it. Well, Gypsy and Bree decided to like go and I guess like go to her work or drive by her work.
Rogie, why don't you challenge her to meet you at the McDonald's for the McAss whooping, and then when she leaves, have a friend just, tail and see how far she got to go to the girl home.
Wow, that's scary.
So what you're saying is she's bayou adjacent.
Yeah, y'all heard that? That was a clip from, I believe, Bree's Live. And we played it on Morbid. And that was a clip of them talking to Roggy, saying that to challenge me, for him to give me a mecha ass whooping. And they thought it was funny to even add in the fact that someone should follow me to see where I'm going. Now let me show you a clip of what I posted earlier today about what's going on around here. Continuing to do. Okay, it is on a level where it's really scary, really scary for me. People are now driving past my house, going really freaking slow. These people are taking it too far. But y'all are calling me obsessed with Gypsy, that I'm harassing her and that I'm stalking her. Y'all are saying all of that about me, but listen to what y'all said y'all was gonna do. You have no defense when you posting shit like this on a fucking live. You have no defense. This made you look even worse. It made him look worse, it made that group look worse, and it made Gypsy look worse. How are you gonna explain that? Huh? How you gonna explain that? Y'all taking it way too far.
Because the first thing I would have done, especially being that one is a convicted murderer, nobody should have threatened you with a pew-pew or anything like that. I don't agree with that at all. That was wrong as well. To me, I would want to stay far fucking away from that bullshit. There is no way in hell I'm gonna be sitting here fucking like, I'm gonna stir some shit up with this little bitch who has already proven over and over that she's batshit fucking crazy. But yeah, it's for fucking clout. Once you find out the real truth behind why people do certain shit, it's usually a fucking agenda to help themselves in some kind of fucking way. And then all of a sudden, right after all that chaos and apparently her PO being called, Gypsy goes and wipes her shit off of fucking the internet and is claiming she doesn't want to post her personal information and will only be posting things to promote her show and da-da-da-da-da. Well, that's all well and fine, sweetheart, but I don't think you're doing it because you wanted to do it. I think you were told to do it because your parole officer said, hey, I'm fed up now. I'm not going to put you back in, but you need to take care of this. But also, Krusty the Krab said that many times Gypsy will go off on a tangent and just start deleting shit. So it's like, and then there's speculation too that Krusty the Krab is going to try to take custody of the baby after it's born. I heard a rumor or two that, DCFS was going to take the baby right away after it was born. I don't know. I was wondering that myself. But I didn't know how that worked, being that she did her time. Could she have a baby after a crime like that and keep it? I don't know what the law says about that. I guess, as long as she does right as a mother and takes good care of the baby and there's like visits from social workers, then I think it's fine. just to make sure she's doing okay and not getting too frustrated, as well as a new mother. All of those things. And I'm not trying to, again, side with Gypsy Rose in any kind of way. I'm just saying, any kind of human being with actual empathy and sympathy thinks about those things. You know what I'm saying? I just believe that after this baby's born, this little bitch either needs her ass beat or she needs to be put in check some other kind of way. Because it's getting to be a little bit too much. Okay? If you're too much for us, then I know you're too much for your man. And that's probably why he walked out the door. Saying, see ya. The dog was ahead of him. The dog said, I'll meet you there. Parker is probably like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Because I've also heard that they fight every day. But you know what? All of it is speculation. We are not there. We don't hear it. So it's like, we can sit here and speculate and think of all these different scenarios that might be going on. Hell, they might be at a circus right now. Who the fuck knows? So it's like, I don't want to sit here and fuck off my mind thinking about all this shit. It's just insane. She's got also no regard for the fact that her mother, Dee Dee's family, is grieving their loved one. Yeah, you might not have liked your mother and you helped unalive her. In fact, you took her away from them. And then you're flaunting your bullshit online and on television as if that shouldn't fucking matter. This was still a human being. And she was never diagnosed with the things that you claim she has. And she can't get on here and defend herself. You took that away from her. How dare you sit here and act like the internet owes you any kind of respect? You don't deserve it, Gypsy. You don't. You never earned an ounce of it. You got out of prison and you didn't do what you were supposed to do. If you would have gotten out of prison and said on that podcast where it all started, when they asked you that question, you could have said, you know what? I do have a lot of guilt that Nick Godejohn is in prison for the rest of his life because of what I asked him to do. I hold that guilt every single day of my life in my heart. But you know what? I also am trying to forgive myself and love myself so that I can move on from it without letting it hold me down for the rest of my life. But I do feel a lot of remorse and I hope and the best for him or something like that along those lines. And then if you would have continued to have a proper way of presenting yourself, you wouldn't have all the problems that you have today. You probably would still be relevant and popular and everything because you need to be honest with your audience on the internet or it will come against you. You can't get on here and spread a bunch of bullshit and think that people aren't going to investigate. I digress. She tried to frame Nicholas Godejohn on top of that too. I mean, how can someone be so sick? I believe that she does have sociopathic tendencies, but I don't know. I'm not a doctor, so I can't diagnose her. But so much of what she says and does and how she acts and things like that just scream it to me. Because I've dealt with many people like that throughout my entire fucking life. I have a lot of experience with those kind of people, and she's seriously like a spitting image of all of them. And then on top of it, people don't investigate, like these people that sit and watch her show, these actual sheeple is what you should call them, because nobody ever thinks for themselves. They just go along with whatever narrative is being put in their face. And then that's how we develop all this bullshit all the time, where we're constantly trying to educate people that don't want to listen. And then we end up with all this controversy and all of this back and forth because people just don't want to take the time to truly understand a situation before you just bow down to a woman that literally took her mother off this earth as if she has some right to be walking around free, having the time of her life. It's just fucking wrong. And then to have someone with you that threatens another human being. Now, I don't know what happened or if you were really trying to stalk this Ivory Rose Grows. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is that you do still have a lot of problematic characteristics about you, Gypsy. There's still a lot of things that you need to start working on and grow the fuck up is right. Just like you said in that video. Not Ryan. You need to grow the fuck up. You need to be thanking your lucky fucking stars every fucking day that you are able to walk around free and have a kid with someone and have affairs and do all that bullshit. Be thankful and grateful and be humble about it. But no, you want to get out and act like a fucking ass. And this is what you get for it. Anyways, I told you guys I get really upset. Now look at here. I'm steaming. My blood pressure's up. I'm going to have to not do no more. I can't talk about it no more. And also, you know what, another thing before I get off. Gypsy Rose is one of those people, too, where they say they hate drama. I can't stand drama. But they're the first ones to cause it and the first ones to feed into it when it's happening. And she's addicted to social media and she's addicted to dick. She killed her mother for dick. Like, who the fuck does that? Sneak around, do whatever you're gonna do, run away with him, you fucking 23-year-old. You could. There was absolutely, once the authorities find out that you were literally 23, your mother wouldn't have been able to do a thing to hold you with her. Do you understand? And you just said, nope. The only thing I can do, and then that interview with Dr. Phil, where she says, you know, he could have been responsible and he could have called the police. Bitch, so could have you. But you didn't. And you coerced and manipulated a man who was getting a permanent disability check, had low IQ, and was autistic. You manipulated him to do what he did, and then you're going to sit there and point the finger back at him as if he was the one that came up with this bullshit when he was trying to be your knight in shining fucking armor because of you acted like a fucking redheaded fool online. I don't understand how you even exist, Gypsy Rose. You fascinate me, but you don't fascinate me enough to give you the clout you don't deserve. So this is the one and only last video I will ever make about you, but I just wanted to put this out there that if you don't look in the mirror and see the evil that you are delusional. Have a good night, everyone. I love you. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.